Okay,
We're
we're live.
live.
We
Oh,
are live.
are we live?
We're live.
You might
Welcome to
be.
the stream that is live.
Would you not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies
I would believe my eyes.
lit up the world as they fell asleep?
This is a horrible way to start your stream, Renzo. You're just making everyone
Hey, hey,
Hey,
this is my
Hey,
stream.
hey!
Hey, hey, hello everybody. I'm Renzo Mox, and welcome to the Renzo Season 1 live stream. I'm going to be talking about Season 1 with these two boys.
I hope we're talking about
Toadstool and
season one.
Dakota. What?
I said I hope we're talking about season one.
No, we're talking about Season 4.
Oh my God.
I'm here with Toa Kirman, my good pal, and my other good pal,
Howdy.
Mac. Okay, there he goes.
I think he's all right.
Okay, there he is.
I made the mistake of trying to watch the stream and be on my phone, and that was not a good idea.
No, it seems every time we're on a stream,
I leave within the first few minutes.
no, Hangouts are not within your favor ever.
No, I just given up.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not worth it.
This is just the most convenient way to have all of us on a stream at the same time.
It's an endless battle.
Because the problem is with Skype is that it sounds terrible, and any other way is just you can't add people on the YouTube stream thing. So this is the best way.
Yep.
Unfortunately, but yeah. Anyways,
Renzo,
welcome to
do you have topics? Renzo,
yeah,
do you have topics prepared?
I do have topics prepared.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit more professional this time around, guys. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Glad to see all you guys. Wow, 13 viewers already. Holy frick.
Holy cow.
We have a 12.
Started, and we've already gotten like 5 comments about Beck, so.
Yeah, have we already? Oh my lord. Thank you guys for liking Beck so much. What a weird.
At some point
What a lad.
Because
Pardon, Thatch?
we should talk about Beck at some point when I'm not eating, because Beck was a bit of a development between you and me, and I feel like it'd be
Right. It's an interesting topic we can go through.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna try to keep this stream relatively short compared to most of my other streams. You know, not 3 to 5 hours. Hopefully a little bit more organized than usual, and just having a good time. You know, I want to talk about Renzo. I did this with Biorama too. I'm gonna do this with pretty much every season of whatever I put out. So it's just a good time to talk and get your guys' opinions and perspectives and all that good stuff. But it's good to see all you guys. I'm going to try to not read the chat as much, at least not out loud, because I always do that. And I need to stop. So
there's not much going on.
No, I know. I read the chat, but I always read it out loud, no matter what. Mm-hmm. And it is one of those days where I feel like reading everything out loud, but I'm not going to do. Anyways, if the audio sounds weird, please let us know. I am using my mic, and if these guys are quiet, just let us know, please.
We got a lot of comments coming in.
Yeah,
I like this. Somebody just invented the word renton, and I feel like that's like a type of like cupcake or something that Renzo would make, and he'd call them rentons.
He'd invent a measurement unit, and he says, "This is 1 renton tall." He just has bragging rights.
Dude, we're converting to my system of rentons, and you're gonna have to use that over inches and feet.
We use a weird. You guys use something weird. What is it? You guys use something completely different from the rest of the world.
We call them crap tons.
Right.
And, we got 1 crap ton and 2 crap tons. We got a hecton. We got a frick ton. Frick tons are like massive.
Yeah.
But
frick tons like the size of Mars.
They're called feet, Renzo. Feet.
No, you guys use like imperial or something. I don't know.
Imperial?
Or what, metric? I don't even know.
You're crazy, Renzo.
Friggin' you, whatever. Who cares? That's besides the point. That's not the point of the live stream here. We're derailing this. The American system. Renzo, why did people call it what? Never mind. I'm not going to read that. I don't know what that says.
I think Renzo, what you got to do is you got to read them in your head and then decide if you want to read it out loud.
That's a good point. Any tips on making mock arms? You guys have any advice for that?
Mock arms?
Well, it's got to have a joint for the elbow. That's pretty important. And it's got to have a hand.
Right.
I think you can leave out the hand
Fingers.
a few times.
It's just no, not fingers, because some mocks don't have fingers. Some mocks just have the
Well,
big fist.
fingers are the weird like I just realized this is really crazy for Bionicles. Their left hand and right hand is interchangeable.
It is.
So like that must be really confusing for
Because
them.
their thumb is in the middle
Right,
of
their
hand.
thumbs are the same. I don't know. That'd be weird.
Their
Like,
thumbs are literally.
handshake. I don't even know. It's crazy.
That is gross. I kind of want to see that now. But I don't know. Just I don't usually think when I make like unless it's a Titan or something. I never usually go, oh, I need to make this a really big deal. I usually just slap two bones together and then a fist and then armor and then I'm done. So, but we're getting a ton of questions here. I'm just gonna quickly answer a couple of these. Who the frick is Renton?
I think that's an attempt of spelling Renzo's name.
Hey Renzo, why is Ranzo is bad with gun? I don't know what that means. We have Ranzo and Renton. Good lord.
New character names.
Yep. Will Renzo meet his dad in season 2? Find out in season 2.
Whoa.
That was pretty bad.
Wait and see. What if Renzo meets his dad Zanzo?
What if he does? Oh.
And Zanzo's like, oh, never mind, you're not my kid. I got mistaken with someone else. Sorry, kid.
Oh,
like,
no.
The whole time it wasn't him. He's like, oh wait, okay, yeah, no. Your dad's somebody else. It looks almost exactly like me. It's whatever. Okay, see you later.
Yeah, his dad walks in. Oh, hey son, it looks exactly like the other Zanzo.
That's the ultimate fan fiction.
The ultimate twist.
Yep. All right, so I guess there's only one way to start with a Renzo live stream, and it's to start from the very beginning. Kodo probably remembers a lot. How much do you remember of old Renzo, Thatch?
What?
How much do you remember of old school, like the first couple episodes of Renzo?
I remember it was a lot slower.
Yeah, kind of.
And it was a lot. I feel like it didn't know its identity as much back then, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Like right now, like it knows what it is. But back then, I think you were still kind of feeling it out, right?
Right.
And there was it was kind of slower. It wasn't as quickly edited, and there was like, I remember there was only two characters who actually stuck around. It was Renzo and Geode.
Mm-hmm.
And then you started adding more and more consistent characters. It was much more episodic when it first started, and then it became like this whole multi-part thing at the end.
Yeah, I actually do prefer the episodic like style. Definitely going to be doing a ton of that for season 2. There's a lot of that. But it's gonna be done in a way where like it all kind of comes together to tell like there's stuff like going on and you're like, all right. But like concepts for episodes are gonna be like, you know, Renzo runs onto a giant planet full of giants and there he goes underwater, just stuff like that, you know. But it's all gonna like progress a little bit, which I'm excited about. You are right. It is much slower, but at the same time, episodes were like 9 minutes.
Right.
Just crazy.
It was only like one event happens.
Yeah.
Like, Renzo gets his ship, says goodbye, and flies away. Right?
That's
and now we're at the point where it's like everything is happening in one episode.
Right. Yeah, totally. It started off with episode 0, which I called Origin Story. I don't really like that title, but whatever. It's
the greatest origin story.
Yep.
The only reason I like it is because I feel like Renzo would look back at that, the simple thing of like, hey, he grows up and he goes away. Yep. It's like, that is my epic origin story, and it's like nothing. And so I feel like, I don't know, that's always how I saw it.
I would love to do a thing like you're going to be doing, I suppose, with the early episode of the first couple episodes of Renzo, where I would have liked to add more to the first episode. What I would have done is I would have shown like Renzo trying to like fight like a villain dude, like who's just like robbing a bank or something like that. Not a bank, like a
gas station, like a gas station.
Something really small scale. And he just like falls on his face and he's really bad at it and he just like has no idea what he's doing.
You know what I really like the idea of? this is random, but I really like the idea of a dude being like some bank robber like robbing a store and being like, "Give me 500 gels," and the dude's like, "That's like 2 credits." Okay, here you go. And like the the translation from like whatever, and then Renzo tries to stop, and he's like, "Dude, it's fine. I can just. It's not a big deal." And Renzo's like, "No, I will stop him."
Yeah. It's like it's such a small that would be a great way to start it off, because then you have like, oh, Renzo's determined to do the right thing, but he's also has no idea what he's doing, and it's so inconsequential, But in the first episode, we were introduced to like the building blocks of the series that I was able to nicely. I don't want to brag, but I think I nicely like worked up to the finale a little bit, because you have Len's introduction, who's not very interesting in episode 0. He's just like, I'm gonna rob all you guys, or I'm gonna kill all you guys. That's his introduction.
All your money.
He's very like sporadic in the first episode too, compared to like how chilled out he becomes later down the line. He's very like, yeah, whatever in the later episodes, but in this episode he's like, I'm gonna kill all you guys. Like, it's completely different, and that's probably because he got crushed by a meteor, so his head don't work too good no more. Also, fun fact about that shot, never credited him, but Thatch did the meteor shot, so that was a big ordeal back in the day. I handed him the file and I was like, he was like, can you just like do something with it? And I was like, all right. And I just like make him explode into a million pieces. So he made it work though. It looked interesting.
You're talking about when he had the thing fly down and blow up. What's it?
Right.
Len. Yep.
Len
Kai's axe.
My Len Kaiso, man. I'll mention something here. I'm going to read through a couple of questions because there are some good like Renzo Q&A questions. First of all, people are saying that Beck is better than Renzo.
Wow.
Rip.
Rentun in season 2. He's calling you Renton. I hate that. In season 2, you should make Mr. Stone the main villain. He will not be the main villain, but he will be not a big role, but he'll be like a side villain. Excuse me. The only episodes I can remember are episode 11 and 12. That's fair. They're the biggest, like, just recently, too. Will Beck be a big part of season 2? Not a big part, but he will appear more than people are expecting. So, what's Cryo's deal in your series? I can't really talk too much about that. I want to keep that secret because I want either things I plan to talk about eventually that I want to keep quiet about.
A lot of these questions are just what's going to happen in season 2.
Tokoto is barely even saying anything because I'm talking. So
well, yeah. What should I say? Like, Beck. Yes.
Right. When is Goblino going to appear in Renzo? He was already in Renzo, so there you go.
Such a great surprise, I'll tell you.
Hatch hated that cameo.
He did?
I did not hate it. I liked it.
No, but the whole time you're like, no.
I was so surprised. I was starstruck.
Okay. Crush people with big space rocks more often in Renzo. That was a weird thing to happen. I don't even have like a good explanation. That's another thing. If I redid the first episode, I would have totally went back and just been like, hey, this is what happened. They like pushed a rock and like, I don't know, they would have done something weird. Who is on that random planet that appeared at the end of season 1? I don't really know what you're talking about. So what's with that last end credit scene with the chick and the dude and their dad? I'll talk about all this a little bit later. But I will tell you guys, all right, there will be Q&A questions, and if you guys can guess them on, you guys can come on for about 3 minutes, probably 5 minutes, because 3 minutes is a little rushy. Just ask questions, whatever the heck you want to do for 5 minutes, I guess. Just talk to us.
Don't say what the heck you want to do, because then people are going to come on and like start singing.
Everyone's gonna ask you what's gonna happen in season 2, Renzo.
That's probably the biggest question I will get tonight, and I can't.
My biggest question.
Right.
I'll ask later.
Okay. If you guys watch the post-credit scenes, and if you saw the very obvious words that I put at the end of the credits, you kind of have an idea of what's going to happen, but maybe I'm just saying that because I know what's actually going to happen. So
I think you gave a pretty good idea of what's going to go on. I mean, in those 3 post-credit scenes, and then what you were saying at the end. So,
right, I was pretty on the nose about it. I was like, all right, this is what's going to happen. I don't know why I did that. I just put words there. I was just like, all right, you guys can take these words and you guys can keep them. So yeah.
Take these broken wings.
Yeah, but don't sing. Nobody play copyrighted music or anything. I shouldn't need to ask that, but I mean, just don't, please. The Q&A question
to the nether realm.
Huh? No, never mind. Q&A questions will be kind of like not all at once. They'll be like one question, then take a break, another question, then take a break, stuff like that. So it'll be spread throughout the stream. So we'll probably ask our first question a bit here. Some of them range from easy to really specific and really hard if you have no idea. I've memorized the series as much as possible since I worked on it, so I know pretty much almost everything, except for a canceled question I was going to ask is how many times does Renzo say frick in all of season 1? That's a question like nobody could get. So,
I mean,
you could probably. I mean, if you watch it and count,
like if you
it would be a good like. I mean, it'd be in the hundreds, right?
Oh, let's be
way above that. I would say like 1,000.
Not 1,000. How many times you could say a word?
My guess is like 164 or something like that.
What I would do if I did actually take the time to count is I would have the exact number, but people wouldn't like. I would give people a hint. I would say it's from 100 to whatever the actual number was, or like the range of that. So if people could guess like closer to the actual number, they would get it. But that is a big, big question. So I didn't really feel like counting because that would take like a day. So maybe another time, guys. Anyhow, can Len become a good guy, please? No. I haven't finished 12 yet, but may I remember most of the series. All right. Renzo says frick 73 times I count. No, he does not. 73? No. That seems way too low.
Yeah.
He doesn't say frick anytime. He says frick, F-R-I-C-K.
Right. You're right. That he never says that.
We're counting Renzo saying frick in his own series, right? Not him in Bottom or anything.
Oh. He doesn't even say it that much.
A lot of fricks in Bottom.
Not like too much.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying
I would say at least 15.
15? Yeah, that's a nice small number.
Yeah, that sounds appropriate.
I actually can't wait to start talking about Fodom because we will be discussing Renzo's role.
We're going to talk about Fodom? Why are we going to talk about Fodom?
Because Renzo was in Fodom. Oh, I want to talk about that specifically. We're not going to be like, oh, the Cataclysm and Cataclysm. It's not going to be like that. I'm just going to specifically talk about how he plays into Fodom and stuff like that and why it works so well. That was not my idea, just to let everyone know I'm not an arrogant little mink.
You're an arrogant big mink.
It was Thatch's idea. It was not my idea. I think.
I'm pretty sure I was just like, Renzo's going to be in Fodom. I didn't even give you a choice. And then
right. You just forced him upon it. And I was like, yep, that's fine. This is chill. This is good. And then I was not disappointed. But so, episode 0 was very plain introduction to the series. Renzo didn't have a cape for some of the episode, and that was disgusting. I'm never going to do that ever again. That's the worst part of the episode.
Meep, if you listen to the St. Patty's Day Ancient, she was female.
It was female.
She was actually voiced by Okoto's sister. So.
Yep.
Dear God.
Did you credit her in the episode?
Yeah. Miss Carmen.
Oh, okay. Right.
Oh, man.
Oh, you'll rewatch it tomorrow? That is a very bad idea. That is like most of your day.
Yeah, I would do a tally mark. Yeah, I'll get like a little whiteboard and then like have each episode or how many times you said it in one episode.
He's got like he's got the papers pinned up and all the
that's the way I would do it.
He's stressing out.
Like, all right, this is how many we have, and then watch every single episode, including the specials too, right?
Oh yeah, specials count. So, I will say another question that I took off the list was which which episode is technically considered not canon. And that's an interesting one because I never like directly stated that, but you could probably guess if you just like watched it. So if someone can get that, it doesn't mean come on the stream. It just means, hey, you're cool if you get that. Do you get that one, Okoto?
I'm thinking,
When did Bottom 6 come out? It came out like a year ago, buddy. I'm sorry, that was a long time ago. If you're still waiting for Bottom 6, I'm very nervous.
He's been waiting this whole time. We just never got the notification.
Just when that's just been like 2 years.
He's still waiting for Bottom. Episode 3 is canon. Wrong. That is a wrong answer. All right, nobody seems to be getting it. It's the Easter special. It's technically not canon because it doesn't do anything. It's just
okay. Yeah,
nothing happens in it. So
I was gonna make sure. I was like, wait.
Yeah, there's no point to it. It's just 8 minutes of credits or whatever.
He
so
could have put that on his freaking blog tube, for Zonzo to see, but
right.
That's not the name. That's not canon.
Right. It was the Easter special. That one's not canon. Wait, I have a very important question. How the frick does Renzo have a DVD player that is the same as a human DVD player in order to watch Back to the Future?
I've got a one-word answer for you, and that's Chameleon.
Yep. Kind of. Yeah, I imagine he probably
I'm pretty sure when Chameleon gave Renzo the Back to the Future movies, he either A, did it in a format that can work for their technology, or B, just gave him a DVD player.
Yep. Probably.
And he'd probably give him like one of those portable DVD players that has it built into it. You know what I mean? Probably
that makes sense. It's not anything I personally ever thought about because it's not a question that I feel like needs to be answered. But there you go, I guess.
Emilio gave him one. Probably runs his birthday when he.
Well, I mean, probably when he gave him the movies.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's an interesting question, but thank you for asking that. It was not a VHS; it was a DVD. Probably a DVD player. Camilo was like, "No, you're not getting a Blu-ray player. What are you, crazy?" Mm-hmm. I've only got like one of these. No, but yeah. So talking about early on Renzo,
Wait, Thatch, is Edward canon? He's been in like 6 videos. Yes, he is canon.
Of course, he's canon.
Wait. Is he?
Yeah. Wait, has this been?
I hope.
Wait, hold on. Is he? No.
Yeah, no, duh.
Is he canon? Hold on. Is Camilio even canon? What the frick?
No, hello, Odeki.
What the frick? All right, bye, Dante. Anyways, I'm very slow, so I keep like stumbling on my words here. But early Renzo's got a ton of warts. It's a gross kind of me getting to where I should have been, you know?
How do you have to describe it as warts, Renzo?
Because it is. Renzo came out at a time where I was working on Biorama, right? And Biorama was my main series. It was my main thing that I was doing. And if you see like Renzo compared to Biorama at this time, you'll notice something really sad, is that with every Renzo episode, I improve a little bit more. With Biorama, I don't improve. I just get more and more depressed as the episodes go on.
Oh my gosh.
So season 3 is kind of sad, and like a lot of like,
yeah,
overly edgy things happen because
you got edgier and edgier.
Yeah, it did. Like I've already said this on a stream before, but the reason I killed off Motunui was basically just for shock value. That's the only reason. There was no other point, I guess, because I didn't think he was an interesting character to continue on. He just like stood around and didn't do anything, but that's half the Biorama characters. I don't know. It was mostly shock value, but you could tell with Biorama I was getting so bored, but with every Renzo episode I was starting to get more and more interested. So you have episode 0 through 2, which are all pretty short episodes, and then episode 3 is like 20 minutes long. You can tell, and that was also after like I was close to finishing Biorama too, and that was a long episode. So I was like, all right, took a break from Biorama. Here's freaking Renzo, whatever. Friggin'. But episode 1, he meets Lennox. That's the whole episode. He meets Lennox, then they leave. That's it. That's the entire episode, which is weird. It's really short and nothing happens. It's very bizarre to see. Like, you could have put episode 1 and 2 together and it would have been like, there you go, you have a whole episode. It feels so strange. It's really silly. I'm thinking right now. Sorry, guys.
I actually just thought of a Q&A question.
Oh, yeah? Can you send it to me?
Yes.
Okay. We're probably going to ask the first question in a bit here, but either way, first couple episodes of Renzo aren't perfect. I'd say they're kind of funny. Like, if they're not so bad, but they're not like...
I don't think they're even bad. You're just figuring your stuff out.
Yeah. I was also recording on an iPad, so you could tell that it wasn't nearly as good it wasn't very good quality. That is a great question. I don't even know. I didn't need to count that. Good question, Okoto.
You find the answer to that in the meantime?
Yes.
I kind of have a good prediction idea about that. So
okay. But then after I finished episode 2 of Renzo, I moved on to episode 3, and that was the big one. Very obvious going into early Renzo that every sort of episode was just introducing a new character, because obviously that's what I'm doing, because you got to introduce a bunch of new characters right at the start, because that's how a series works. But it's strange because not all the main characters, I'm doing quotation, like the last main character that I considered a main character was introduced in episode 7, that being Runk. Like, that was a long time after the series got going. So it was weird. But I know a lot less about Renzo than I do about COD. Well,
I know a lot less about COD than I do about Renzo, to be honest.
Bring Bayorama back, please. I do like shorts, but I'm not going to bring the series back. How many birds are in Renzo? Like 2.
There's 3.
There are 3 birds. You're right.
3 birds.
3 birds, 1 stone. But I did episode 3. Sorry?
3 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I saw episode 3, or what am I talking about? I made episode 3, and that was the longest episode. This is also no, I did a Christmas special, didn't I? Hold on, Koto, you got to remind me of this kind of stuff. I forget my own.
The answer to the question.
Okay.
So what's up?
Wow, that is a lot more episodes than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, right.
That's very surprising, actually.
Who was the enraged guard?
The enraged guard?
Uh-huh.
What'd you ask me?
I don't know. I'm just reading comments.
Okay. God, this guy won't stop asking me this question that I do. Who voiced the enraged guard? Okay, that was my brother. That's another specific question.
Should we just before we do the Q&A question, right?
Right.
Should we talk about Renzo and Farah and talk about what was going on there and what's going on there?
I guess so, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, sure. There isn't much to talk about.
Right.
So I wrote that scene, obviously, in the birthday video, right? And that was mainly because I thought it'd be really funny to put Renzo in a scenario, because all the scenarios he'd been in with, obviously Renzo doesn't know how to talk to girls, right? So obviously putting Renzo in a scenario where, he's always been in scenarios where he's got to talk to girls, and he is hard with that, but he's never been put in one where a girl is actively flirting with him, and I thought that'd be absolutely hilarious to see his reaction to that. So I put that in there. What I did not anticipate was that people were really going to take that super seriously, and we're going to be like Renzo and Farah, and people have really got on board with that. Here's the few things about that. First off, Farah's hard. You can't replicate Farah just because of how custom she is. So theoretically, even Renzo couldn't even put Farah in Renzo, Right. But you shouldn't really lose hope, because I do have planned, because of the response, and I got some really good ideas. I am probably going to do a short focusing about Renzo and Farah, but I wouldn't get your hopes up for them to get married or something, because like I said, realistically, Renzo can't really perfectly replicate Farah. She's just too custom. So.
Right. Or there was an entire short about her. There was an entire episode about her She was the main antagonist of the Halloween Special 2. She was in the birthday video. She's the mummy lady. There you go.
Pharaoh. Oh, wow.
Pharaoh Quest.
Yep. That was an underrated theme.
Pharaoh's Quest. Bring her back. Pharaoh's Quest.
Announcing new spin-off series, Pharaoh's Quest.
See, that'd be good. People would be down for that. You could make
probably pretty good.
Brendan Fraser mummy. Like
that'd be fun actually. They can spelunk and there'd be mummy lore and curses.
There would be. It'd be Farrah and Renzo and they go on an archaeological.
It would not be Farrah and Renzo. It'd probably be like Farrah and Ghosty or something.
No, if Renzo's there because he's I'm forcing Renzo into everything now.
This is what happens. He just forces Renzo into everything.
Yep, I do exactly. That's why he's gonna fight him so much because of me. God, I get so distracted. So quick recap. I know nobody cares. People would much rather talk naturally than what I'm doing now. But I just, I think it's good to sort of talk about the whole series in retrospect. Just
right.
Just to, like build a bridge to starting off. So
build bridges.
Build a wall over Renzo.
Build a wall around Geode.
It was episode 0, 1, and 2. They were all decently short episodes. And then when I almost said 23. When episode 3 came out, it was like 20 minutes long. This was the biggest episode yet. And at this point, I had been filming on my iPad. I was editing on my iPad. I was doing all the diorama tricks. But I actually edited this episode on my computer for the first time. This was the first time I've ever done that. So it was super long, and I was able to make it that long. But despite that, the post-credit scene is still separate, and I couldn't put it together, which is a shame. But it's too late to re-upload it now. I don't want to do that. So episode 3 was a big episode. Big episode. I'm getting distracted here, guys. Sorry.
You're good. I'm just, let's see. Renzo for GCU Green
Commander. He is a Green Commander. But then something interesting came along, all right? So after the Renzo episode 3, which was a big episode, the biggest episode I made at the time, the Christmas special came out next. And Christmas special kind of took things a little bit in a different direction. I started throwing a little bit more like, I want to say emotional, but it wasn't really emotional. It's just, you kind of see a different side of Renzo, It's not just, hey, Renzo's going to say frick and then do the thing,
Renzo's going to say frick.
Yeah.
There's an episode where Renzo just says frick, and that's the whole episode.
That's the whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
That would get annoying really fast. But the Christmas special shows a little bit of a different side of him. It's a little weird. It's a little interesting. And also, camera quality was different because I was using a new iPad. So that was interesting. But then everything changed when I did episode 4, which came out that was the first episode of 2018.
Yep.
And that is a old episode. No, it's not old. It's more than a year old by now. But it was the first episode that I used my camcorder with. And you can tell the quality just like was completely different. Except I was holding it. I didn't have a tripod, so I had to hold the camera for, I think it was up to episode 11. I had to hold the camera, and it was all shaky all the time.
Oh my God.
And also, I hadn't known how to when I edit nowadays, I make sure that I don't like it when you hear like little sounds and stuff in the background or clicking noises or anything like that. So I try to take that out when I'm editing now. This episode, you can hear all the clicks of the camera. You can hear me go, and it's kind of annoying. But it was the first episode. It was the first time I made like an episode with my actual camcorder. So it was interesting. It was a new type of change. Also, first episode that didn't have Renzo in it. So I didn't like this episode too much looking back. I think it's kind of lame, but it's very experimental. It's very me just going like, hey, I have a camera. So yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
I like Renzo's new sword. Zonzo looks kind of dumb though. Why does he look dumb? I don't get that.
You're done with Zonzo's sword.
Zonzo's sword? Oh, Zonzo is right.
I didn't see Zonzo's sword. I don't remember what it looks like.
It's just like it's got I don't even know how to explain it. It's just got a lightsaber blade in the middle, and it's got those like trans green, like the bottom of the Thornax launchers, like on the sides.
Oh
of them.
yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that one was cool. It looked like a cool, like weird anime thing.
It's a Jesus sword.
Jesus sword. Zonzo is Jesus.
Also, people don't know how to spell Zonzo, so it's really funny.
I think it's funny. Zonzo. I mean, it's
It's also, well, I mean, I am saying Zonzo, so it sounds like it would be.
Well, I mean, I figured you'd assume Renzo has a Z, and then Zonzo, you'd assume with a Z at the start. You know, why would you? I don't know.
Well, people are spelling it with an O, but his name is spelled with an A, so that's fair. That's a fine. You people, I get that.
Yeah, I get the O. I'm just talking about the S.
Right, the S. That's weird. Renzo, when will the contest winners for your 500 sub contest make an appearance at the beginning? What? 1,000 subscribers, you mean? They won't make appearances. They're getting their own short called Defenders, which I've started working on, actually. Renzo plot. He say frick and do cool stuff, then big bad boy comes up and beats up.
Big bad boy.
What program do you use for editing? I use iMovie. It works. That's all I can say. It's fine. You can shame me all you want, but it does work. It gets the job done.
Anyone's gonna shame me, I'm guessing, and I think you'll be fine.
I've been shamed for using iMovie before, which is like whatever.
In a stream you have?
Not in, like, yeah, and in like I told my teacher that, and he's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Listen, it gets the job done." So instead of Christmas being a Christian holiday, it just celebrates a nice dude. That is the Spaceverse lore. No, but like I said, there's like in the Christmas special, I do explain that there's like multiple different beliefs of Christmas. One of them is that there's a super nice dude that everybody loved, and that's Christmas.
Right. Well, I mean, you have to understand that humans don't really exist in the Spaceverse. I mean, well, at this point in time, they don't really, and nobody knows what a human is in the Spaceverse.
Right.
So I doubt any of like the Bible or anything would be like, oh yes, all these weird aliens are going to read this book about a bunch of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for them, they would just like make something up. I don't know.
Exactly.
There isn't really a concept of like the Bible or Christian in the Spaceverse.
Right. There's like people believe in gods, but it's completely different.
I really loved the weird pointing thing. And,
the Ga, Lord Ga.
Ga.
I want to explain that in the future. Lord Ga has a pivotal. No, he doesn't. But I love weird, hokey, insane religions that make no sense. I'm not poking fun at anything. It's just me having fun. It's simply
like to make up goofy religions and stuff.
Yeah, it's just me like, okay, this is the Lord Ga. You know, he invented like the universe with the snap of his big fat finger. You know, just stuff like that. It's rambling, but to a point where you like form like a cohesive, like it's kind of like making a dumb anime backstory where like there's like a super overpowered character, but you just exaggerate it, and I like doing that a lot. It's very, very fun. Oh boy. Okay. iMovie is fine for live action, but it's absolutely awful for stop motion. I don't know.
You can't really make stop motion in it. I mean, you can't really make stop motion in Premiere. You do stop motion with stop motion programs.
Right. I don't do stop motion, so whatever. What was your favorite part of producing Renzo? I don't produce Renzo. I mean, I don't know. What's producing? Is that just like paying for it?
What?
What is producing? Like what? Like it's just paying for something, right?
For what do you mean?
Like this dude's asked he asked what's your favorite part of producing Renzo? And do I produce it? Like I don't.
Oh, well, producing is like a blanket term Hollywood uses for whatever the hell.
Okay.
So I mean, it could be funding. Though it's not funding. I mean, they can help,
Right.
but it's funding is like a funder, you know, or
Right.
like a studio or a production company.
Well, yeah, producers they usually
Producers like sometimes the producers are super involved, right? And they're basically like a second director. They're like just under the director.
like Kevin Feige, basically.
Right. And then sometimes they're like not involved at all.
Oh, okay.
And their names are just slapped on it for to make money.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
That
that's
happens to Steven Spielberg a lot.
Yeah, that does happen with him. He was in the part of the first Transformers movie, which is really weird. iMovie was not free. I think iMovie is like $25 now on the Mac, which is insane. But I got it before I had to pay
Really?
for it. So I think so. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But we own it, so that's good. Weird fleshy people. Yep. Renzo doesn't know what a human is. He's never seen one before, but now like Camilio tells him the tales of the humans every now and then.
Yeah, they hang out. You got to understand that these characters have lives outside of the episodes, you know?
Yep.
They're not just frozen in time
Right.
until the next episode comes out. So
Yeah.
Renzo and Camilio are hanging out and they're talking and they're doing stuff. You know, there's a lot of, you know, and Camilio's hanging out with Ghosty and Renzo's hanging out with Geode and Jira. And you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff you don't see because, again, they all have lives. They're actively doing stuff.
Right. So. I don't want to pronounce it Zanzo because that sounds kind of strange. I mean, that is a way to pronounce his name. It just sounds really like Zanzo. Like, that sounds weird. I just say Zanzo because that sounds way more natural. Plus, you can say on is like a on. Like, that could be an AN. Whatever. Who cares? He's an alien. Doesn't matter. I'm all right. I'm just gonna catch up on the comments and then I'm gonna ask the first Q&A question. So you guys better get ready because the first one will guess this. We'll get to be on for like 5 minutes and talk about stuff, ask us questions, whatever.
Boy,
Lord Zagal. You actually do produce Renzo. I guess I technically, in layman's terms, I do produce it by making it. I suppose.
You puke it out in the morning.
Yeah, I vomited up. Dude, use the Minecraft stop motion app for making stop motion. Ew.
Why don't we get to see those conversations? Because that would be thousands and that would be like hundreds of hours of footage. And we can't film every single day of their lives. You got to understand that's completely unrealistic to expect.
It sounds like good character development, and the best parts in very important discussions that are going to like affect.
Yeah, the most important things are highlighted, but you cannot really. That's like the MCU is like. If they made literally every single day of Captain America's life was put to film, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Obviously, that's completely unrealistic and unfair to expect us.
The most important, you see the most important ones. You know, anything super important is shown, but again, they have lives and they are doing stuff outside of the episode. They don't get frozen in time.
Right. Exactly, and it's not like again, you don't need to show it because. Yeah, it is good development, but you got to keep in mind it's just not something that is going to be constant because these characters, again, they have their own lives and they have stuff going on. And this is weird. This is like basic, like
this is like basic, like movie making. Like you highlight the most important stuff and you show that to the audience. But if you're doing a trilogy or something, or you're doing a follow-up or a sequel, I mean, it's common knowledge the characters don't get frozen and then reappear. You know, if you're doing a direct follow-up, but then you'd have a story that takes place over the time span of like a week, and that'd be kind of boring.
That is like fair. If I was telling a story where every episode was every day, you know how jam-packed that would be?
There'd literally be 365 episodes for a whole year.
Yeah,
I mean, that's ridiculous. Again, the most important things are highlighted, but it's unrealistic to say, show us every single interaction the characters have. You know, I mean, you just go under. I mean, it's an obvious assumption that they're hanging out, they're friends and everything like that. But it's not important enough to be the focus of an episode. But it's understood that happens.
Yeah, completely agree. I wouldn't know you're having a mock contest because I don't subscribe. All right. If Camilio shows Renzo The Simpsons and tells him this is a different form of human, would Renzo believe? Absolutely.
Probably. I mean, Renzo
cartoons exist in the Spaceverse, so I'm sure he would like think that's like it's based off of a type of human. Again, he has no idea. It's like it's like showing a baby what a Simpson is. I don't think they understand. It's obviously he doesn't obviously has no idea what it is. I didn't mean every single interaction, but you were implying.
You pretty much implied that you said, "Why don't you show us those interactions?" And we were talking about, the fact that they interact off screen and everything like that. I mean, you kind of implied that when you said that.
It's never implied that they hang out. So how would an outsider know?
It is implied that they hang out.
It is not super frequently. I will admit I don't reference it as much as possible.
I mean, you talk about how like Camilio has Renzo's phone number and he sends him a gift, and they're like hanging out. They're going with Ghosty and Camilio. She goes out to eat with them and everything like that. Like, obviously, I mean, that's what's going on in the way they refer to each other. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
You don't need to go. It'd be so weird to have Camila go and be like, "Hello, Prof. Renzo and I last week hung out 3 times last weekend." You know, I mean, it would be really weird. So because the fact that they go out to eat and stuff, you're like, oh, these characters go out to eat and everything.
And I'll admit, I don't.
And they know when their birthdays are and everything like that. Like, yeah.
He's not triggered. What it is, I think, I kind of just expect. No, that's probably a little too much of me. But I always kind of like expect. If you watch Renzo, you probably watch Fodham. So I do take that into assumption a lot of the times. And there's a lot of things that I personally could do better. There's tons of things that I should totally like emphasize that they hang out a little bit more, which I'll continue to do in the future. But in season 1, it is a little iffy. You don't really get there's like one-off lines that kind of imply it, but if you don't I don't know, I don't imply it enough, so I will continue to do that. But either way, it's still developing, obviously. Renzo basically starts, when the series actually begins. I will say that's another thing I kind of glossed over while I was talking about season 1. I'm just going to mention this very quickly. It goes Renzo, the first 3 episodes, 0, 1, and then 2, and then it goes straight to Fodham, episode 3, 4, no, not 3, 4, 5, and 6, sorry. And he's involved in all those episodes, which again is barely kind of touched upon in Renzo because episode 3 kicks off right after that. But it's kind of an important thing. So if anyone's ever wondering, I might make a playlist just to say, hey, Renzo's story so far, this is everything you need to know in order to understand it, all in order. But either way, it's going to be interesting. So it's only going to continue to grow.
Right. Well, just one last thing. Orsay wasn't implying that. That's totally cool. But from your very generic statement, that's what, I mean, obviously that's what we took away from that. I mean, it's super generic. If you're like, why don't we see interactions of them going out to eat, or why don't we see you were just like, why don't we see those interactions? And we just said like they hang out all the time. So that's what we mean,
Okay. Renzo, I meant the 400 sub one because that golden white magician mock is the only one that hasn't made an appearance because of Squeesh. Because Squeesh, Malrus, Sibnus, and Gorath have already made appearances. It's true. I haven't shown off Storm's entry way back when. She has not been in the series, and that's just because I've been thinking of a role for her, and that's been super complicated. So she's probably going to appear in season 2 because I will. There's a lot of like magicians and stuff in season 2, so we'll see. She was actually on the cell in the fairy planet. I don't think she was, but either way. All right, guys, I'm going to be answering or asking you guys the first Q&A question. I know we're already God knows how long into the stream already. I'm just answering this, asking you guys, but it will be a little faster from now on because I like to ramble a ton. I'm going to look for a good question to ask because there are plenty of questions here that I wrote down like 20. First question is, who is the very first main character who has appeared in Renzo? This is going to be a tricky question. I'm not talking about side characters. I'm talking about the first main character, a frequent character in the series. So whoever goes first will be put on the stream. The very first main character who appears several times throughout the series, who is it? I'm anxious now. Oh, Vessi got it. That was really fast. Vessi's like the only one that got it. No,
yeah, wow.
Totally.
Well, Meep got it. Meep did a pretty good job. You gotta give Meep credit.
Meep? No, he said Len.
Like, oh no, Len. Whoops.
Yep. That's my fault. Their names are
Len and Len. I get mixed up between Len.
Actually, no, I always liked the name Lennox, and then Len was a last-minute name, so that's how it happened. So.
Right. Oh, Coda, are you still here?
I'm here. I apologize. I had to go silent for a few minutes.
That's okay. Mine was a typo. Sorry. Yeah. No, Vessi got it. Good job, Vessi. It is a shot in the dark question. He is the very first main character who appears in the series. He shows up at the bar at the very beginning of episode 0, and he wants to shoot up the bar, but he doesn't do anything. So, Vessi, if you send your email, I guess if you don't want to send it personally, if you don't want to send it because you're afraid of personal whatever, you can send it to me on Instagram because I know you're following me or I'm following you or whatever. Just put it down in the chat and I can add you, and then for 5 minutes we can discuss about stuff. So yeah, I think we've talked before, but I don't exactly know for sure. I may be thinking of someone else here. Okay, give me a sec to send it. Yeah, no problem. One of my characters. Yeah, no problem. It's interesting. It's weird to think that
Owen, now's not a good time, buddy. Sorry, my little brother came here.
Okay. Okay, yeah. But Len is the first character who appeared in Renzo. It's kind of weird, but whatever. He is he's not the main villain of Renzo, but he is definitely a main character, even though he doesn't have much of a role. He still does stuff. He's still there. So, yep. Interesting. Sorry, guys, I'm reading. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Do you like Varimus out of my other entries? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
All right, sorry about that again.
That's fine. Sorry, I'm too sleepy to pay attention. I had a few questions, but trouble wording them out. Filler dialogue. Yep, that was filler. A whim away, a whim away, a whim away, a whim away.
Never mind.
Okoto, you probably get most of these questions. That's why I don't have let you answer any of them.
Yeah, I'm sorry for being quiet, everyone. I'm just kind of like letting Renzo and Thatch talk because they're the main men of the show. So
Well, you're a big man too, buddy.
You are a big man, Okoto. You remember a lot of trivial things that not a lot of people will remember.
People don't really not understand, but they really don't know that, I guess.
Right. God, I might have to go here in a bit. Not leave for the entire thing, but this is gonna suck because I need to get I need to get Vessie's email so I can add him, and then I gotta quickly. I know this sucks.
Don't duck out when you add Vessie.
Fine. All right. I'll be right back, you guys. Can you hold the fort? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Get out of here, Renzo.
Jesus.
Hey guys, this is the Thatch Mac and Okoto show. How you doing?
Name me Thatch Mac.
How you doing, Okoto? How you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Been a pretty crazy weekend. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree. Also, did anyone enjoy their President's Day weekend? If they did have off, I mean, me and Thatch did. So, yeah. Is the fort heavy?
Any good entries so far? I've seen a pretty good, cool few entries. I'm not going to say which ones, obviously, because I don't want to give any hints to which ones I'm looking at. And I don't want anyone to feel bad. But I've seen a couple cool ones, yeah.
Ooh. Should we change this? No, I can't. I said I could do that, but I don't want to do that right now. Change the title of the stream.
That'd be funny.
Make like really super long. No Lion King. Okay. I'm gonna like read every single comment if you guys know I'm joking, but yeah, ask Thatch questions because I don't have any to bear.
Oh, now I get to answer all the questions. I see how.
Yeah, man. Until Renzo gets back.
I already got mine made. I'll soon post video like me, but I look forward to seeing it, man.
Oh boy, a lot of entries. Can I pay Thatch money to make a intro? Oh.
Sorry, man. I'm too busy right now.
I'm not going to trash talk on Renzo. Are you a turd? I may be a turd, but I don't know about a turd, man.
Now to think of some questions.
Oh boy.
Are Leprechaun Spites canon or not, Thatch? I'm not going to say they're not canon. They haven't been shown, so I wouldn't assume that they're canon, but I wouldn't also assume that they're not canon. It's a maybe, I guess. Not going to rule it out, but I mean, we haven't seen any, so it's never been super. Okoto has no idea what's going on with that. Okoto actually probably has a better idea what's going on right now than I'm going
I
to be real.
guess so. Even I'm not even certain, but
too busy for commissions. Yeah, I already have a job and I already got school, so. And I got and I got these goofs always asking me to make stuff.
Will Beck be in Fodham?
I don't know. I'm not. I actually do not know. Currently, there are no ideas, but I'm not going to say no.
It's always a possibility. Or could be. Renzo did not die.
He's probably like, I don't know, running around town singing or something.
Yeah, he just has to do his little singing and come back.
I'm cool. Yeah, dude, that's totally fine. Yeah, that's cool, man. He can be a leprechaun sprite. That's fine. Or she, he or she.
It's different, so that's cool. What's your opinion on this weird Lego Harry Potter bootleg my dad got me? Well, we can't really give an opinion on it as we don't know what exactly it looks like. So
yeah,
sorry. I would if I could. Nice. Friggin' snow.
Renzo is my inspiration. That's cool, dude. My inspiration is To'o Kodo.
No.
Guess who's back? Back again. I hear what you're saying.
Oh. Funny runny joke.
I think I hear Renzo singing in the street. Help me. He's coming for you guys. Do you remember the plan that appeared at the end of Renzo Tub? Because Renzo didn't. What? Talking about the Okoto? Because he was pretty aware that when Okoto appeared.
Yeah, flipping tables over and,
screaming, and Gio's like, Renzo, calm down. I'm being beckoned. Oh, that's a good one. I can't wait for all these. We're just going to get a bunch of Beck puns now.
Renzo's going to come back and says, I'm back.
He probably won't. He's not clever enough. Let's be real.
But it's a chance.
What's the first thing Camilo did when he got the watch? He went on his first mission, and he probably did terrible in his first mission.
He probably flipped out. None.
All right, sorry. I'm back.
Oh. Is Kierman a part of the house first?
That's a tricky question. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm super sorry.
We're never gonna forgive you, but that's okay.
That's it. No, that's the end of my reputation.
I'm kidding.
Thanks, Renzo.
Okay, I got
Beck puns right now. I
got Vessi's thing, so I'm gonna add him. I'm. God, I feel so bad.
No reason to feel bad. It's all good.
Yeah, it's my own. This is my own live stream. Whatever.
It was good. We got some cool questions and stuff.
It was mostly just fodder questions, probably.
No, there was actually some interesting other questions.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know.
Are the house first, Renzo?
Like Camilio? Don't ask me that. You're friggin'. That's your. I'm gonna invite. Okay, Vessi, I invited you. Sorry for the delay, man.
He's a part of the house. Well, he's not from the house first. He's just taking a little visit, but he's a part of the boy group. That's all.
You're more versed in this kind of stuff than I am. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So he was in my series, and that's part of the house first. It's super super crazy. Not complaining.
Super complaining. There's a lot of complaints that can be made.
Okay, there's Vessi. Hey, Vessi.
Yo.
Hello.
Hey.
I sincerely apologize. What's up, man?
Nothing much. Kind of still panicking by asking questions. Yeah.
Yep, there's a ton of questions on this. Way too many.
At chat, give me some ideas.
Everybody, send Vessi your questions, and he'll relay them onto me. Yeah, sorry, you go on.
What got you from telling like more episodic stories to like an actual narrative?
Great question. Wow. I was not expecting a good one right off the bat. All right.
Yeah. Wow, Renzo. You just
I should be prepared for
you. Whiz calling me stupid.
No, I didn't call you stupid. I'm just worried. Okay. Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't know. Just the way Renzo started was it was just me testing the waters of how to make a series like this. And then Biorama was always a little bit more of a narrative, even if it wasn't super good. But it was always a kind of a way to with Renzo, I just had this bigger story, and I was like, okay, I'm going to tie all these loose ends with the series and start to tell a bigger story. It was a little longer than I would have liked, but the last, I think episode 8 to episode 12 are all the exact same story. So yeah, I hope that answered something.
Chat, you anywhere?
Yeah.
How many Duffboys does it take to get the center of a lollipop? Important
Ooh.
questions, my guy.
That's a good question. What do you think, Thatch?
6.5.
6.5.
Would you blow up by that time?
Yes. No, 'cause it's 35 or 50. So it's just.
I feel like it would take less to blow up a lollipop than it would a person.
Probably. I mean, let's be realistic here, but none of this is realistic, so let's avoid that. What about you, Vessi? What do you do? Tell everybody what you do.
Well, despite the name I did have, I don't make mocks. I'm actually trying to make a decent show.
Okay.
And guess what? I'm pretty bad at it.
Aw, don't say that. Everyone's got potential.
You're always bad at something until you become good at it.
That is true.
Yeah.
Just got to test the waters a little bit more. What's your show about?
To be by the by.
Right.
Renzo ripoff, but I know what I'm doing.
Oh, all right.
No, I know what I'm doing story wise.
Okay. Yeah. True. That's interesting. I think I watched your old series way back when.
That's real bad.
Okay, I remember you used an intro, and I was like, "Oh, I know that intro. All right, I know what you're."
And I hate it.
Okay, I haven't seen any of your newer stuff.
Just haven't made any newer stuff.
Right. But I am interested to see how they go, and I've seen you around for a while, so yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Very basic question. What's your favorite Renzo character? I guess.
Big Rock guy. Forgot his name.
Runk? Wow.
Yeah.
I did not expect anybody to say that, but that's good. Usually it's Renzo, Geode, or like Spawn, maybe. So
I'm not basic. What do you take me for?
That's good. I'm glad you like Runk. He's kind of he's not very smart, but that's his character. So big old rock, man. Wait, Vesta, you have a serious trick. Why haven't I known this? It's your fault. No, somebody. Sorry, I was reading the chat.
At Aura, I'm making it.
Yeah, there you go. At Aura. Okay, so I'm actually not keeping track of time. I have no idea how long it's been.
And I'm gonna get off so other people can have a chance.
Okay, thanks, Bestie. Well, it was good talking to you, and sorry this was I'm still working with this because I was a lot more organized than I am.
It's fine.
All right, well, it was good talking to you nonetheless, so.
Bye.
Bye, see ya. Thanks, guys, for contributing to the conversation.
Oh, well, I mean, I said bye.
Yeah, thanks, Okoto. God.
You did say bye. That was good.
I didn't say bye. I didn't even. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine.
You know,
I was thinking bye in my head.
You thought it, and that's what counted.
I thought goodbye, and then I didn't say.
Aw. Well, either way, thank you for not thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Hey, guys, this is it. See you guys later.
See ya, and Renzo's canceled.
Oh, Jesus. It's too soon.
Wait, where's the Jesus sword?
I need to know how long we're going because I don't want to go like.
Well,
holy crap! We're already going for an hour. Oh my god. Okay. Let's keep going then.
Right.
The thought that counts. Yeah, I'm still working. I'm not super good at trying to articulate my thoughts. I don't talk to people.
He's talking about me not saying goodbye.
Right. Okay. Well, whatever. Spawn.
Yourself is my phone. Okay, it's all good.
Spawn is the best, guys. There's always a Renzo character nobody knows how to spell. I think pretty much every character.
Well, let's be real. I mean, you got characters named Renzo and Zanzo and Spawn and
right
for the back.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say the guy at the end of season whatever his name is, but it's pretty crazy.
You can say I revealed it. I already did.
Ouroboros is a pretty. I don't even know how to spell it. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, that was gonna be one of the questions if you could spell Ouroboros.
I have a question.
Are you still
You have a question?
Yes, I do. It relates to
what is your question, my child?
Story, but about his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ouroboros' name is the same exact name from the Snake City in Ninjago.
That literally has no connection to that.
I know, because it's spelled exactly the same. I'm like,
Ouroboros is a thing. That's a real thing. It's like a snake, or it's like a dragon with a tail in its mouth, or whatever. It's an
infinite dragon loop.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a common thing.
That is interesting. I was just curious about that. That's the only other time I've ever heard that word of your character in the
I probably stole it from an anime or something. I'll be real. But it's a good name. I like it. It's really like it's big and like fancy. It gets the point across. Also, if somebody answered, if somebody answered a question that they already answered right, obviously you're not going to get to go on again. That's only fair. So obviously, if Vessi were to answer the question exactly right, then he wouldn't be able to get on. It would be the next person. You guys know how this works. Ouroboros. Can anyone spell Ouroboros?
No.
It's no. Spell it.
Someone's gonna spell perfectly right now.
Oh, absolutely. There's always that one person.
Orthodontist.
Hey, orthodontist. I am orthodontist. What do you think of his voice, by the way? I was very nervous about that.
I like it.
Okay.
I does a good job, as always, with villains.
Don't say that. Nobody's gotten it right yet.
Hey, can I spell it?
Do you know how to spell it?
Oh, yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's O-U-R-O.
Actually, no. Meep, you were so close. Yeah, okay. Ivax got it. Ivax got it. Wow. But Meep was super close. There's no U. It's U. For Oro is spelt with a U, but Boros is just Boros. So good job, Ivax. You win a cookie. Well, I mean, that is a difficult name to spell, so good job, guys. But there's no U for Boros. It's just, there's a U at the beginning of it. Anyways, let's just, I guess, where was I? We were talking about Renzo and stuff here, and then I'm going to ask the next question because we got to start moving this along because I apologize.
We're talking about Renzo? Is that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Oops.
You guys were talking about Fodham.
Sorry.
We were not talking about Fodham that much, so don't worry about it.
Right. That much. Just I go back and listen to it. And it's just anyway.
We talked about Kierman a little bit.
Yep. That's fine. Renzo's not really a series that you can like analyze and be like, oh, this is some Renzo.
Yeah, exactly.
Morning cartoon.
I hate people who do that.
I mean, that is annoying. But I will say Renzo episode 4 was Uncle Jira. Scott Jira, Scott Lennox, they team up together. I thought it was a good combination. They're not very good characters, but hey, it's fine to have them put together.
I think they're good characters. What the heck?
You don't.
Yes, I do.
No.
Yeah.
You lie.
I don't lie.
Okay. But anyways, in this episode, they commit murder and they kill a GCU commander, so that's pretty cool. Jira goes like insane too. He starts having like visions of Geode and stuff. I rewatched it recently. Why did I put this in the episode? Start seeing like ghost Geode. In episode 5, they meet Zawari. I kind of like this episode. It's got like a little adventure like thing. It's fun. You got Len comes back again. Spawn's introduced too, which is weird. And then at the end of the episode, it's like, oh, we're gonna team up. We're gonna break out of jail and all that. Zawari as a character is okay. I'm iffy about him, but
he's changed.
Huh?
He's changed quite a bit.
Oh yeah, he's different in like every episode. But it's whatever. He's fine. He serves his purpose. He's exactly the type of character that I want him to be. But he's a little bit more flexible. It's nice seeing him like talk with Renzo and stuff because he was kind of like, I can't do this. My father would forbade it. And now, like as the season goes on, he kind of like does a lot more things. He does a lot more individual things by himself, and he starts to break free from the chains of whatever. But man, there's just tons of Spawn in the chat right now.
The spawn of Spawn.
Spawn, yeah, he was introduced in episode 5, which is weird. Episode 6 was one of my favorites. It's a bar full of bad guys. They go into a bar full of bad guys. They interrogate bad guys. They're looking for a little mafia boss guy. I like it because it's the bad guys, and I like bad guys, and I like.
Just because you're a bad guy, I'm kidding.
I am a bad guy.
You're a good guy.
Villain. I'm a villain.
You're a very nice boy.
I'm a Venom.
Venom.
I got to rewatch it recently, and yeah, I still don't like it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to bring that up. I'm not going to talk about that too much because I know people will probably get. Ugh. Who do you think is better, Beck or Beck? Beck's better. Bottom 6 person is still here. Oh, okay.
Oh,
it's not Photon. That's Fables of Multiverse. That's not Photon.
Photon.
I like Venom because it's funny. Okay, I don't want to talk about that. But anyways, the bar episode I quite enjoy. I don't know, it's just silly, and you get to see all these weirdos. And Renzo's like, "I'm gonna break into the bar," and he's talking like a weirdo. Get a bunch of like weird villains, and I kind of like it because I got to play around with lighting too. I got to like use orange lighting, and that was really fun for me. I wish Tempolini was a little bit more extreme. He's very laid back in this episode. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Get away from me."
He's just tired, man.
He's always tired. And that is his, like, I can't even do the actual voice anymore because it used to be like, "Hey, what's going on?" But now I just, whenever I do his voice, it's like, "Hello there, everybody. What's going on?" So he's got like a lisp thing going. Not a lisp. He's got like a speech like impediment thing, which I think is fun. If anyone who's seen episode 12, his post-credit scene is very much like, "Get out of my room. Go away, everybody."
Go away.
That's how he talks. He goes like,
he's just like a really sad and angry like little boy.
He is very angry and sad. You're right. I like him because he's goofy and he doesn't like do much. He just kind of like sits around. Like I'll recap his legacy in Renzo. All right, he was like robbing a building. Like he was like putting like illegal weapons on his ship. Then he went to go check out his bar and just like check out his room, and then he gets arrested, and then he's just been sitting in jail for like the rest of the season. And then he's like, "I want to talk about my business." That's his entire character, but it was whatever. Photom sounds, yeah, okay. Anyhow, I'm gonna be asking the next question now. So right after, and I'm not gonna leave this time. So let me
we should save Beck for the end of the stream.
Yeah, we'll save Beck for the end of the stream. I gotta look for a good question because the first question I have written down here is so easy. Somebody would have guessed it like instantly. It was just what's Renzo's full name. That's not the question. That's just a question that I was going to ask.
I'm sorry.
Did somebody get it already? Somebody hasn't guessed it yet.
I guess we said no.
Well, yeah, I was just expecting somebody to write it down anyways. It's just everyone stumped. Nobody.
Now everyone thinks that it's
Alexander Contras. Whoa.
That is wrong. I asked for his full name, not just Renzo and Contras.
Question. People are gonna think this is the actual question, Renzo.
It's not, guys. It's not the actual question.
Contras, dude. That's his full name.
You did spell it right, Aura. But will Renzo ever meet his dad? Okay, I'm gonna ask the real question here. Because that was just me saying that was an old question, but this is the real question. This is Okoto actually came up with this question, and this is a good one. This is kind of obscure because it's mentioned like once, or it's mentioned a couple times in the series, but you're probably gonna have no idea what the actual answer. Thatcher's probably gonna have no idea what this even is.
Rip.
What is the name of the character that helped Renzo get a lead onto Spawn and the other villains in episode 10?
Ooh.
This is one that Okoto came up with.
Hi.
Yep, Okoto came up with this question. If somebody gets this, good on you. I'll repeat it again. What was the name of? Oh shoot! I don't want to repeat the question wrong. I'm not going to say it again because I don't want to.
You should say it again.
Okay. Well, then I got to pull up my notes. Hold on. Jimmy Firecracker. Yeah, people have no idea. Here's the question again. What was the name of the character that helped Renzo get a lead onto Spawn and the other villains in episode 10? There you go. Shaggy. And it was not Shaggy. Because it's not Shaggy.
Episode 10. That's a hint.
Yeah, nobody has any idea.
Even episode 10 was a hint in of itself.
Episode 10. All right, this is gonna. I'll broaden it down a little bit so you guys might be able to get a better clue. It was not Mirax. That is a good. No,
yeah.
You should let people guess.
Well, I'm letting people guess, but they have no idea.
Oh, it's probably because they're all going back.
Oh, somebody was very, very close, but they spelled it wrong. Somebody. Oh, you're so close, man.
Hey.
Yep, there you go. Me technically got it.
Nice.
Me, the boy.
It is Sibnos. You're right. It was Sibnos. Thank you. That was a tricky one. Good job, Okoto. That's a great question.
I like to trick people with.
It was Sibnos, the long, lanky boy with the robot arm and stuff. He only appeared like twice in the entire series, so this is
21 gigawatts or
24 gigawatts. Made the mock and voiced him. He does a fantastic job. He also did Malrus, and he's actually a really good voice actor. I was going to ask him to do the voice for the Gorath, but it would just be a lot of like low grunting. So, but yes, it was Sibnos, and he's not a plot device. He has his role. He was in episode 6. He was in episode 10, and he was mentioned in episode 12, but it was a very brief mention. So good job, Meep. If you want to leave your email here, if you want to send it somewhere else.
I love that someone literally just sent Renzo's full name.
Is it just now?
Yeah.
Where is this?
Well done, Mr. Man.
Yeah, you spelled it right. Good job, too. Simon, you did it. But yeah, Meep, send your email here. If you don't want to, then we'll add you and you can talk for a bit. Who was Sibnos? Sibnos was a dude. That's pretty much it. No, he's an assassin dude. He's got really long legs. He's got the Vaki head. I don't know if that's like, what is it, a vortex?
Oh,
it is.
I just want to I want to get like the Bionicle like terminology so that like, oh yes, I understand the head. I don't consider them calling like Bionicle species heads. Like I never say, oh look, a Skakdi head. I never say that. I just said, look, it's the dumb Paraka head.
You're a dumb Paraka head.
I really want to make a mock with a Paraka. I want to make a mock with Zaktan's head really badly now. I love Zaktan's head. Man, I got to get some Paraka heads. Sibnos was basically Lofty. No, not at all. But Machine. No. Sibnos is like, I don't even know like what kind of like alien I could describe him as. He's kind of like a he's got like really long, spindly like proportions. Like he's gross looking. A snake? That's kind of a good comparison, but he's not like snake-like. I guess he kind of is. Tell me when you have it. Tell me when I have what? I don't have it. Did you send it to me on Instagram or something? Well, you said you'll send it.
He deleted it as soon as he sent it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get that.
Be like, get it real quick, and
I
don't get spammed.
Okay, sorry, man. I'll type it down as fast as I see it. I'm sorry. He sent it to you. No, go up. No, it's deleted. Is it?
No, it's deleted. It says message retracted.
Yeah, it's retracted. Sorry, man. I got the email thing pulled up really quickly. I guess he is kind of like a snake. Zart Knock Red Nazlia. That is not a fun name to read. He's not a plot device. He's also not dead, guys. He's fine. He's got a daughter. He's living life, you know. He will appear in season 2. I'm looking forward to that. You own the channel. You can view the message. I cannot.
I don't own the channel, so I can't view the message.
I can't view the message, so no, I can't. Sorry. It doesn't give me the option, IVAX. Well, it probably does, and I just don't know, but I'm sorry for the inconvenience, Meep. I didn't read it fast enough. Oh, the crab dude. No, not the crab. Nope, not the crab dude. That's Karagus. Sorry, I noticed that I give a lot of like main characters daughters. Like a lot of like.
You just like daughters.
Karagus' daughter's Carly.
No, I'm sorry. What? All right. No, you don't need to be sorry. There's a thing that says view message. Not for me.
That's my grandson, the same person. That is, I mean, that would be a very weird. I don't even know how that would work.
We are clones.
We're not clones,
We're
Renzo.
perfect copies.
We are not even close to perfect copies.
Frick you. Go up to my second to last message. It says, no, go up.
We got all it says is no, go up, and then no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, your message is gone. Sorry, me.
Do you think there's like some sort of ban in the stream that doesn't let him do it or something?
I don't know. Well, it would say that. No, that's weird. Well, no, it says no. Vessi sent it to me on Instagram, so I don't know. I really don't know. Me.
Maybe like me put like a space in between the at or something like that, so that it doesn't recognize. I don't know, just to test something out.
It's not frick. It's not. There's a C in there. Or
there's a C in there. There's no K fricks.
Why? That's just freak. Like that has nothing.
But the freak.
Okay, there it is. Meep. Sorry, I'm not gonna read it out.
That worked. Yay.
Did he delete it? Okay, no, he didn't. I was really worried.
I'm taking a screenshot just in case he does Meep. Don't get any ideas.
I got it. I got him. Right, you're invited. Sorry about that, Meep. That was really inconvenient. I apologize. It's not frick. There's no K.
Everyone's gonna have a bunch of fricks now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. But welcome, or I shouldn't say welcome, Meep. He's not even here yet.
Meep,
welcome. There's Meep. There's Meep. Hey, Meep.
Hello. Here now?
Yeah, he's right here. He just joined.
Oh, hello, Meep.
Hi.
I swore it almost sounded like that time. I swore I thought you were with Tokoda for a second. It reminded me of the prank that he did with Kasai, and I thought it was like his fake voice.
Oh, I gotta remember that. That was hilarious.
It was really funny.
By the way, bravo to you, Okoto.
Thank you. I'm being silent, but
it was so funny, Okoto. Anyways, Meep, how's it going?
It's going fun.
Yep. You were one of the winners to the contest, so congratulations.
I know, that was so unexpected. I thought she wasn't weird enough, honestly.
She's pretty weird, actually. Looking back,
weird. I can say the one thing she had in doses was weirdness. You did a good job at maximizing the weirdness.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
She's got the big, like, metal arm, the weird proportions, and I like that. It's really fun. The hard part is actually building the mock, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sorry I scrapped her. I didn't think I would actually win, and I'd have to actually like do a how-to or something.
Well, I'll figure it out. She's probably not gonna look. She's probably gonna look pretty different, like at least build-wise. But I'll see what I can do.
All right.
Would have been nice, but oh well. Anyways.
Well, if you want, I can just send you a couple pictures. I don't have Instagram or something though.
Okay. I don't know. I think there's. How would you send me pictures? Actually?
I don't think there's photos on YouTube.
I guess I could just do hangouts here until like it's done, and then we'll just like delete the contact. I guess.
Okay. Yeah. No. Whichever works the best.
I feel because I don't really have that much social media, just YouTube and hangouts, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so, that's fine. Right. So, anyways, I guess. What do you do, Meep? Let everyone know I know you make mock videos, but
yeah, I make mock videos. I'm a part of another group that's kind of similar to the Hopori, called the Tahinga. Shout out to the other Tahinga members, and I feel like right now I'm just a mock contest entry channel because that's all I've done recently.
Yep.
Pretty much. I've done a couple stop motions, so if you guys want to go check that out, I'm freaking. Oh God, I'm promoting myself. That's what it is.
That's fine. It's perfectly fine. That's one of the reasons why we invite you.
Yeah, if you got the Q&A question, right, and you're here, then might as well hey.
Yeah, it's fine.
You guys want to see a mock I've been working on, or no?
Yeah, sure, totally.
All right. So let me go off my desk. It's very messy.
Like your mocks. I'm completely down with that.
All right. Let me flip the camera. Here's this guy.
Whoa. Okay. I'll put the camera on you. That is really cool.
You got the same bins I do. That's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
It says at the top you are presenting to everyone. I think I know that. Thanks, Hangouts.
Yeah. Wow. That's really cool.
I like
Thanks.
the, I think you did a good job. A lot of people do like the skinny and then large thing, like with the legs, and they don't do a good job. But I think you did a very good job with this one. So.
Yeah, see, the thing is, up to here, like down here, it's robotic, like robotic legs, because he got cut here, and obviously the arms.
Like Darth Maul. Okay, cool.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a ripoff.
No, he's super unique though. Like he looks nothing like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't look. I'm just making a joke.
Yeah. Also, there's this thing. It kind of looks like devil horns because he's kind of an evil guy. So I thought that was a pretty clever design.
I think it's cool that you made a villain that was not big and black and dark. You made one that was colorful. I think that's cool.
Go with a different color scheme.
White and gold is very like royal color too, so that works really well.
Yeah, it's neat.
See, the thing is, he's like he was a former Toa. Then once Motonui like went into space and stuff, he was like, well, there's no point in even doing anything anymore.
I see.
So yeah, then he got not dismantled, but he got. Sorry, someone tried to call me for a second.
No problem.
And so someone stopped him. It was like his sister, which is like my second video that I ever made was her.
Okay.
And,
interesting.
All right. Done talking about myself. How are you guys?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Peachy.
Your thatch is good. What about you, Okoto?
I'm doing all right.
That's good.
Thanks for asking.
All right, you guys want to ask me questions or?
I do want to ask you one question because we're almost we're basically out of time here, but I'll let it go for a couple more minutes.
All right.
I was not very strict about my time. You have a favorite Renzo character?
The Rage Guard from the Fairy Planet. I freaking love. I don't know why I loved him.
It's a great character. Thank you.
Yep. He's like one of the main characters, you know.
Oh, totally. He's gonna get a spin-off show and everything.
Yep.
I can't
2029. No, but that's thanks to my brother. He does a very exaggerated performance. So
yeah, say thank you to him. Oh my god, that was beautiful.
I'm glad you like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do you have any questions for us?
Oh yeah.
Feel
free to ask some questions. Sorry.
I guess. I can't really think of anything right now. Oh, actually, I guess I have one for all of you. What's a good starting point to creating a series?
Ooh. Oh, good question.
I would say, think of something. Well, first off, you want to get something that interests you. You don't want to get bored midway through.
Mm-hmm.
But also do something unique. You know, don't do something that someone else has done. Do something that is distinctly your own and distinctly your own creative vibes and everything, and it'll stand out more.
Yeah, and that's exactly why my self-mug is a short little stumpy frick.
Sounds awesome. I love that. Yeah, I'd say just do what Thatch says, really. If you watch a lot of TV, movies, like things that inspire you, make sure to like, oh, why do I like this kind of stuff? Take some little inspiration here and there and stuff like that. Took a lot of inspiration from like Thor Ragnarok and Futurama for Renzo. So, yeah, I can't really give much better advice than Thatch just did. So, I think that's it for me.
Well, that was really good advice. Thank you guys so much.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you for joining me. It was really good having you.
Yeah, it was good.
Right. Thanks meeting you guys. I mean, nice to meet you guys. Oh my god.
It's all good, man.
Good
talking to you.
All right, good talking to you guys too. I guess bye.
See
you later, Meep.
See ya.
That was good. Good job, Meep.
Good job, Meep.
Everybody shout out to Meep.
Performance was adequate.
This Meep.
It was about a 5 out of 10. It was good. It was great. How can I be part of a Vapori? You can't. Sorry, Simon. So Geki even said that. Do you like Beck? Oh, okay, this is targeted.
No, I mean, it's no biggie.
What do you say?
He said, "Should I remove myself from the Hangouts?"
Oh, I'm not even getting notifications for the Hangouts. Don't worry about that, Meep. It's all good. Renzo, if it's fine with you, could I come on? Well, you got to answer the question right, Barricade. I like the mock a lot. I like the I love that torso. I want to get one. I love the like, oh, what is that? It's like a vehicle piece. It's like a Technic vehicle piece, and I really like that piece. It's like a big white like panel thing. This is a cool mock.
I give Meep an 8 out of 10.
Yep.
Poor Meep is getting graded by everyone.
That was 8 out of 10 is pretty good.
Renzo, you're definitely getting like a 6.5 out of 10 now.
No, I'm like 4. What are you talking about?
Your performance today has been pretty subpar.
I did leave for like 10 minutes. You are right.
You're right.
I'm grounded. Anyhow, I guess I'll continue talking about Renzo for a bit. Then next Q&A question. Obviously, this is how it's going. I did that Easter special that was just a joke. So that's
hold on, guys.
Okay. I did that Easter special, which was obviously a joke. It was really dumb. Just did it because I was like, hey, it's a joke. It's funny. It was it's kind of dumb. It's also not technically canon if you guys were following what I was talking about earlier. Then I made a birthday special. And this birthday special has some nice, like, it's a hockey chess piece. Right. Yeah, I remember that. Right. Okay. So anyways, I made this birthday special. I like this birthday special enough. It's kind of like rushed together. And then, Renzo gets Back to the Future from Camilio. And originally what was going to happen was I was trying to collaborate with Thatch to make a special. I was like, oh, Thatch, we should make a special. And I didn't really give him like any idea. It was too soon to my birthday. And I was like, never mind, just forget it. Let's not, because he would have had to film a bunch of stuff. And it was kind of pointless. So I just went ahead and made a short anyways. And then on the day after that special came out, after my birthday, he uploaded a freaking video. And that was really nice. I really liked it. And they like explained why they give him Back to the Future. And it was really cute. And it helped further Camilio and Ghosty's connection. So it works well as a Fodom episode too. So that was really cute. And I was smiling the whole time while I was watching that because it was such a nice little short. So
yeah.
Yeah. Everything is canon if you're a pirate. Renzo is 4, but rounded down. What? Oh, my score. Right. It's a cute little. I'm very glad Thatch made that. It was really nice. It made me happy. In fact, if anything positive came out of that birthday video, it was the fact that we got that Fodom short. So it's one of my favorites. Now, after episode 12, episode 6 left off on a cliffhanger. Renzo dropped down from a planet and he crash landed. And that's where episode 7 comes in. At the time, wasn't it the longest episode, Makoto?
Yes, it was.
Okay, because I keep forgetting if the post-credit scene of episode 3 made it longer. But it was the longest episode at the time. It was 23 minutes, and they would only continue to get longer from that point on. But it was the episode with Runk. That's the one where he was first introduced. And I like this episode a decent amount. There's things I don't like. I don't like how you can see like the Star Wars poster in some scenes. There's some weird things that I wish I changed. But it's like weirdly like dark and serious sometimes, which I don't like. In fact, the original ending of the episode, I do want to talk about this. Runk was just like mean. Like there was no like alien like infecting his brain in the original episode. That was never in the original script. In the original script, he was just mean, and he gets knocked out by the friggin' taser guy. And then originally Binky was actually going to take him out. That was originally part of the episode, and he was going to like take him to Hover City in his ship, and then he was going to wake up and like attack Binky or whatever. But I changed that because I didn't want to make Runk feel like a monster. I wanted to make people kind of like him. I knew that wasn't going to be possible if I just made him like a heartless dude who punched people and laughed at them or whatever. So I kind of tweaked that a little bit. So he got a weird green alien thing in his brain infecting him, which was kind of weird, but whatever. Episode 7 was long too. It was like 23 minutes, which was the longest episode I did.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back, Thatch.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Ask, what was the shortest episode of Renzo? Shortest
I don't
episode.
think you should ask this your next question because,
right.
No offense, random dude, but you seem very ready to answer that question. So.
He's just ready. Technically, the shortest episode, not really an episode, it would be the birthday video. That is technically the shortest individual episode. But the earlier ones are like 9 to 7 minutes, so they get pretty short. But episode 7 was interesting. It was another me working with some more serious stuff and stuff like that. I got to introduce one of my favorite locations in all of Renzo. There weren't any fricks in episode 0. That weirds me out. That's weird.
Whoa.
There were no fricks in episode 0 of Renzo.
Renzo's in frick withdrawal.
Yep. Why does he start saying frick? Oh, that's weird. I'm all sketched out. Does he say freaking? Because freaking kind of counts. No, it doesn't. But that's like the start. I'm just like concerned now. Anyways, episode 7 was like, hey, and then episode 7 is also where I started to kind of, not episode 7, but episode 6 is where I started to continue like this like continuous story. So you have like episode 6 ends with a lead into the next episode, then, you know, etc. They all kind of lean into each other after that, which is not my favorite way of storytelling, but it's natural, I guess. So then episode 8, Renzo goes back home, which is nice. You know, he gets a little break and then immediately goes off on another adventure. So
I gotta say, I do like how many times Renzo just comes home to chill out. I think that was nice to see.
It is something that's going to happen a lot more frequently because he's got 2 boys living there and who aren't paying rent or anything.
He has 2 sons.
He has 2 little sons who aren't paying rent, and they need to go back and pay rent. So
the sons of Renzo.
They're poor. I mean, this is spoilers for the episode, but Marksman and Neb are in them from Life of the Night, and
some guys can be like, "What?"
Absolutely. Not everyone's gotten to watch the episode yet, but friggin' Marksman doesn't have any money because he just kind of left. He just like ditched the planet completely because all of his buds were dying, and it was Marksman and Neb's like 15, so he doesn't have like any input. He's just a lazy like 15-year-old kid, so he's just like whatever. It's weird. It's super weird seeing Marksman and Neb in Renzo, and they're just chilling out now. That's a weird thing for a lot of people, but they're not going to be as big as a role as you think. They're just going to be like minor side characters. They're like, hey, we're here. Hey, we're doing things. Just like, hey, we're comic relief or whatever. They're going to have a little bit of a role, but they're not going to be crazy. End it, Renzo. Don't tell me to end the stream. What are you talking about? Why would I end it? Right, Renzo was the wolf dude in what? Oh, right, Renzo was the wolf dude in Supermax Comrade. It was Comrade. And it was, Rangus was in the background. Rangus and Comrade are in the exact same prison. It was in Life of a Night, although you couldn't tell because we didn't see Comrade's head in Life of a Night. Thanks, Rangus, for that. Wow. Episode 1, not even a minute in, there is 1 so far. Okay. So there's fricks in episode 1 and no fricks in episode 0. Weird. But Renzo started to become a little bit, you know, he'd chill out at the home a little bit. We learn about Renzo's mom, who is dead. It's good to develop that rather than just randomly mention it out of nowhere. It's good to actually say, hey, you know, this happened. But originally, episode 7 was... What? Sorry, Thatch?
Never mind.
Okay. Originally, it was going to be that episode 7 was going to be a flashback episode. I actually filmed the first scene where like Renzo's like trying to like save like a little like creature up in a tree or something, and these bullies are like picking on him. But I took that out because I didn't really like the scene. It just wasn't where I wanted to go. Because the idea, if I'm going to show Renzo's backstory, it's not going to be like that. What it's going to be is Renzo wouldn't get bullied. Nobody would pay attention to Renzo. That's the thing. Renzo would be out there making a fool of himself, and bullies wouldn't even like bully him. It would be a waste of time, you know? Which is sad, but that's what I'm going for. It makes more sense for nobody to like bully him and instead just like for people to just ignore him because he's
people
weird.
To act like he doesn't exist because he's so weird.
Yep, exactly. I just think it would have made like the original bullying scene was just kind of like whatever. And the bullies were not interesting characters.
And the bully thing is also kind of cliche.
Oh, super cliche. Yeah. The original bullies were super lame too. Like it was like 2 goons and then the one cool kid who like smoked and stuff, and he was like 2. So he was like, I'm gonna go over there and bully that kid. But it was really lame.
Green kid.
Yeah, I took that out because I didn't like it. Renzo's mom is still alive in another universe. That is a fair point. You are right, but she's never gonna meet him. That's weird. Camelia is like, I brought your mom from another.
That would be Camelia would not do that. That'd be too weird. I feel like
that's immoral
for
him.
That would be
that's immoral. That's like
and that's very strange. And who knows how Renzo would react?
Yeah. Renzo, spoil everything in season 2 like Tom Holland. I'm not gonna do that.
In the first episode, half of the population disappears.
Yep. Just everyone fades away. That would be unfortunate. Next question. Yep. All right. Fair enough. I'm going to. Oh, frick. Are they going to break out together? No, Comrade and Rangus are not going to break out together. Comrade's chill living in prison. He's already adjusted to that lifestyle, and he's already making dealings with, like, Chorus. They're both two, like animal people, so they're already, like, they got a business going. It's going to be fun. Should I count Frick's not said by Renzo? Yes. Do that. But you shouldn't have to. Renzo dies in Renzo Endgame.
Renzo Endgame?
The Renzo Endgame. I couldn't even call an episode that because people would be like, Avengers Endgame! Avengers Endgame! All right, guys, here's the next question. I meant all 4 of the dudes in prison. All 4. So you got Lennox, Chorus, Comrade, and Rangus. Rangus doesn't, like, ever talk to those guys except Comrade because he's chill with Comrade, but he's not like he's just like, oh, there's a freaking Gator man and there's a freaking red. I
don't think Chorus is a big fan of Rangus.
No, of course not. He doesn't talk to him. They don't acknowledge.
Basically, the Knights are basically like advanced police officers. They're like guards, so I don't think think Chorus would be a big fan of him. Right.
Nobody likes. That's not true. It's not. Nobody likes Rangus, but a lot of people hate him since he was a knight, you know. And people are like, "Oh, you did good things. You suck. You're."
Yeah, it's kind of like
filthy pig.
It's kind of like if a cop went to prison, you know, they wouldn't be treated very well.
Yeah, exactly. That is something that's going to be touched in season 2. I wish I kind of showed a little bit more of that because the scene with them is just like. There's 2 scenes. There's one scene where it's just Comrade and Chorus talking, and then the other scene is silent, and there's no, like, conversation whatsoever. But the idea is we're gonna dive into all the prisons. You know, you're gonna see, like, what's going on. You're gonna see how all this stuff works, and you're gonna see, like, I'm not gonna get too big into Rangus's story because Rangus doesn't play a part in Renzo. He's just there. He's a background character. Because he's in the same prison as these other 2 main characters who did get arrested. So it's going to focus more on them, obviously. But Neb is Renzo's cousin. Yep, he is Renzo's cousin. Yeah, I can't call fine. Oh, okay. That's right. What if Beck was Renzo's father? No. My friend Sola. Okay. I'm going to ask the next question, guys. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. I have a couple good ones here.
Ask a super hard one.
Huh?
Ask a super hard one.
Okay.
Is this the last person we're going to have on?
How long have we been going for?
Well, it's 8:17 over here for me.
Right. So you want to go till 8:30?
Sure.
Okay. Sorry if this was longer. I promised a 2-hour live.
Coder, are you still here?
I am here.
Oh
okay.
God, seriously, just go quiet.
I'm sorry, guys, if this is a little longer or shorter, whatever. I just want to keep it positive. So we're gonna go till about more than 10 minutes here. Okay. I have a couple good questions here. All right. Okay. Here's the question. This is considered hard, but if you know your Renzo facts, then this should be fine. What is the name of Chorus's old partner from episode 2?
Oh, wow.
Yep. I'll say that again. What is the name of Chorus's old partner from episode 2? He appeared in episode 1 too, but he was very brief. Not Snoop Dogg. Nope, not Lennox. That is technically Lennox is Chorus's partner, but I mean like the partner that he was currently with. Lennox was an ex-partner of Chorus. So I'll say this again. No, nobody's got it yet. He appeared very briefly, and he dies. I'll say that. That's all I'm going to say. He dies. If anyone can get this, I respect you. Or wait, the robot? No, not the robot. This is a character who like instantly is introduced and then dies. Lego Lover got it. Okay, good job, Lego Lover. It's Hydrax. He's the purple and white.
You genius.
He gets his head shot off and he dies. Good job, Lego Lover. You're like the only person who knows this random fact. So good.
I guarantee you he just went back and watched it.
Yep. Hydrax.
There's no shame in that.
Barricade Films and Animation. All right, Lego Lover, put your email down if you want to join. We've talked several times. So here's what we're gonna do. Actually, instead
I've never talked to Lego Lovers, so
I voice act in a series, so I talk to him a lot. Totally went back and watched it. Yep. I shouldn't have said episode 2. That's too. Oh man! But then people would have said the other thing and been confused. So 2 people got it, which was nice. Or maybe this guy just has no idea who that is. Don't you have my email? Let me check, actually. You're right, I do, because I send lines to you. Let's see.
So you are dumb.
Why am I dumb? Frick you.
Because you did not know that you had his email.
Well, frick you. Anyways. Okay, I do have your email, Lego Lover. I'm just going to go look it up right now. So, and I'm going to expose you.
Uh-oh.
You're going to leak Lego Lover's email to the world?
Here are the top secret emails Lego Lover leaked to me. Guy. Kidding. Oh, where is he? Sent. It would be in sent mail because I gotta send lines. There he is. Okay. Okay. This is the email. I see. Command C. And get out of there. And Command V. Nope. Command V. There we go. All right. I invited you, Mr. Lego Lover, so you can join whenever you'd like. And it'll be about 5 minutes, so about 7:25 for me. And then we'll have one more person on for the big question. And then we're probably going to wrap this up because...
Wait, this is the last person, Renzo.
Right. Fair enough. Last person. Sorry. Then we can talk a little bit.
Sorry, I just got a time stretch here, so...
That's fine.
Not trying to sound like a big boss, but I just thought that's what we,
No, I know. I'm breaking rules. I forgot. There's Lego Lover. There he is.
Hello.
Welcome, Lego Lover.
I'm here.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. How are you doing, Mr. Lego Lover?
Pretty good. It's President's Day, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
Right.
It is.
Yeah. So off school today, so that's great.
Right. I'm off for a different reason. I'm not American. I don't celebrate your guys' holidays.
Yep.
Yeah, but how you been?
Pretty good. Just working on a lot of stuff. Yeah, school's busy and stuff. Yeah. I don't have a lot to say.
I understand that.
Yeah, school. Oh man, school. I've had difficulty adjusting to the new semester myself.
Oh yeah.
I know Kodo has too.
Oh yeah.
Well, tell everyone what you do if you want. What you're
okay. All right, here we go. Self-promotion.
Yep.
Let's see. Well, I have a YouTube channel. I make Lego videos with Legos and Bionicles, stuff like that. I recently am trying to sort of cut down on variety because I've just been super busy and all that. So I'm trying to focus just on Lego set reviews and then my Bionicle series stuff, which I like to call Universe M55. So it like contains all the different series that I've made, like Solic and Mazika and House Adventures, which I'm doing now and soon, A Hero's Quest, which I'm super excited to be working on more. But yeah, so just been doing a lot of reviews as of late because a lot of the new sets just came out. So yeah, and I've had a lot of Christmas money and stuff.
What sets do you review? Which themes?
Oh, tons. Ninjago, Lego Movie 2, Minecraft. Let me see.
What Lego Movie 2 sets have you reviewed?
Well, I have a ton that I haven't reviewed yet. I probably should do that, but some that I have, like Benny's Space Squad, that was a really good set.
Yeah.
Also, Emmett's Dream House and Rescue Rocket. I like that one.
Yep.
Are those?
I just got Sea Mayhem's Sistar Starship. It was on sale, and it's a very good set. I'm really.
Oh yeah, that's a cool looking one. It's got the sticker roll, and I think they actually have those sticker roll things. Like I think they're selling those separately now at Lego stores or Target or something.
Interesting. Yeah, so if you guys are into that kind of stuff, go check out Lego Lovers channel. My bad. I remember I discovered you because I'm pretty sure you were doing the Makuta. You did the Makuta JTO build a while back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was a popular video. I remember.
I mean, everyone was looking to build them, so that was like the closest thing we had at the time. So.
Yep.
Thank you for doing.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at my popular uploads. The Lego How To Bionicle Makuta 2016 Combiner Part 1 Legs.
Yep. That's fair. Everyone wanted to build that thing, so that's perfectly fair.
Yeah, I remember I spent like the moment the moment I saw like the pictures released, I like spent all day trying to reverse engineer that. I don't know if you heard that, but my cats are fighting. But I remember trying to just reverse engineer that thing, and it was fun, and it took a while, but yeah.
Well, at least you figured it out, so that's good.
Yep.
Well, I would ask you if you have a favorite Renzo character, and let's try to go. I try to make sure that everyone says something a little bit more obscure than just Renzo or Geode or whatever. So,
yeah. So I really like Zuari. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Weird name. It's
Zuari. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just really like him. He's just funny characters. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't know. I like characters. I'm not good at articulating sentences, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. He's just a fun character, I guess.
All right.
Just lots of character.
Yeah, I guess he is.
Like him because yeah, that's pretty cool. He's gone through so much development. It's cool to hear you like him.
Oh yeah, tons.
He changes a lot.
Very changing.
Every other episode, he's different.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think do you have any questions for us or anything like that?
Yes, I do. I made sure I wrote down stuff.
Oh,
okay. Cool. So like with character name, when you're coming up with like character names, how do you come up with those? Because I remember just trying to come up with names for the characters for like the contest, and I just could not come up with anything. I guess. Well, that great.
Yeah.
So like, how do you come up with all these weird names?
Everyone's got a method to their madness. So Thatch, what about you? How do you come up with names?
Sometimes it's just like comes into my head, and it's like, oh, I really like this name. But a lot of the time, it's extremely obvious, and I just go, well, this guy's like a chameleon, so I'll just call him Camelio. Or this lady's a mummy, so like Pharaoh, so I'll just say Farah. Or a Faria is kind of like Camelio's little fairy that like helps him out and stuff like that, so I'll say a Faria. Ghosty is into Halloween, so I'll say Ghosty. So it's just really obvious stuff like that.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with simplistic names, though. There's absolutely nothing wrong. It gets the point across.
Yeah. Six better.
Yeah, it's just most important to me that the name reflects something about their personality.
For me, it's literally just mashing words together. Like I'll look at this guy, and I'm like, oh, this is, and I just like I work from there. I'm like, all right, how do I spell that word out? And I just like play around with words. Renzo's a name I had for a long time. Must have been because of like, I don't know. It's just I heard Lorenzo over and over again as a kid. So I'm like, all right, this is Renzo. That sounds like a weird alien name. So there you go.
Yeah.
Always had that name.
I've noticed a lot of your names end up being really obscure swear words, or they're like weird, like you'll call me you'll call me like a Miggle or something, and I'll Google it, and it's like an Italian swear for pig or something like that. That's what a lot of things you do.
Not on purpose, I will say.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of people like self-mocks, they have like some kind of like X or Z in their names, and I'm guilty of that. I don't know why that is, but I don't know, I just find it interesting. A lot of people like to put X's or Z's in their name.
It's cool and edgy. People like that.
Yeah.
Phoenix is fine though. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Phoenix, right? My bad. It's a cool self-mark. I actually like that guy a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. And do you have any more questions?
Yep. So when you're writing, like I know I'm pretty sure you started with like paper or whatever, but do you still do that, or do you use like Google Docs or Word or stuff like that?
I am a Google Docs guy all the way. I used to write out all my scripts, then I moved to writing them out on Docs and then printing them. Now I just keep them on my computer. So
yeah, I'm a Google Docs person too. But I know our friend Okoto here, who likes to stay silent a lot. Okoto, he actually does write out a lot of scenes. He'll be at school and he'll actually write out a scene on his sketchbook or something, or in a notebook. And
yeah, I used to do that a lot.
I have like 8 notebooks that I have at a time, and I don't know why. I just go back and forth with all of them. And if I have an idea in mind, if I have it handy on me at school, I just write it down fresh in my mind. So, you know,
I would love to show you guys how I used to write scripts, because oh boy, not good. No spacing. It was all it was interesting. But yeah, just Google Docs are super convenient. They you can spell words correctly if you don't know how to spell.
punctuation or anything else. Sometimes so correct.
Convenient. Yeah. Do you have any more questions or no?
Actually there is one related to Renzo. I don't know if it was explained in the episode or not. It was in I think the episode 0. How would Renzo know when the meteor or whatever, like how do you know the exact place where it would land? I don't know. I can't remember if it was explained in the episode or not, but I don't know, it's just something that's been on my mind.
Not really. It was just kind of like, hey, this meteor. There it is. Early Renzo episodes aren't super logical, but I don't know. I think the backstory of what I think it actually happened is funnier than what actually, I don't know. It's just not really explained. One of those early things that I just didn't explain very well. Oh well. That's all I got.
Yeah,
I have a question for you, Aura.
That's not Aura.
Wait, Aura?
Not Aura. Whoopsies. Aura was just talking about his name chat, so I got confused. Lego Lover. I got a question for you.
Yep.
What have you seen the Lego Movie 2?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Yeah, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah, I can relate.
I've been trying to get Okoto here to watch it, but he won't do
it. I don't know, but
listen.
Okay,
yeah. It's so good though.
Renzo used to do it all the time, so I'd be like, listen. I don't make it to movies too often. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I just feel like it was marketed more as like, it's gonna like go toward like it's gonna be about like gender roles or something. I feel like that's how it was marketed a lot, but it's more of a sibling film, I guess. I really like that, and I relate to it.
I think I've got little siblings myself. I've got a little sister and brother, so it's really cool for me to see that, because I'm the older brother and I obviously have got a lot of Lego, but they also argue a lot about Lego, so it was really cool to see all that. And it is really funny. They talk about how the Lego is it's kind of a way for them to bond and everything, and it's so weird. That sounds really cheesy, but a lot of times, like, I'll buy a set and my brother will be like, "Hey mom, can I get the same one because brother got it?" And then we'll build stuff with him or something like that. So I thought that was really nice. I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel just bad now after watching the movie, because I relate to it kind of a lot now that I think about it. Because like, I don't know, like, because my sister would like take my Legos sometimes, I guess, and she would always be asking me to play with her and all that. And yeah, I don't know. So I guess I just really like it, maybe because I relate to it a lot. But yeah,
it's a great movie. Nonetheless, I really enjoyed it. It's really, really good. So glad you liked it too. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to drag people along for much longer.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
That is right. That is correct. I got to sleep, but I'll be talking a little bit and then we'll wrap this up. But yeah, it was good having you on, Lego Lover.
Yeah, it's great to be on.
Yeah, it was it's always a pleasure talking to everybody. So, yeah.
Yep.
Farewell, then, I suppose.
Farewell. Yep.
I'm not good at saying, like, getting people off.
All right.
Alligator.
See ya. All right. Well, goodbye.
Bye.
Farewell.
All right, I say we wrap up very soon here.
We had some pretty good guests, I gotta say. They were very good. Thanks for coming on, everybody.
Yes. Thank you.
I apologize for not getting through all the questions. That is completely my fault. There are a lot more, so I'll save them for another thing. But man, what 3 years? No. How long has RENZO been going on? Since 2017.
Yeah.
That's weird. It only took me like not almost 3 years, but it took me like about 3 years to get done one season, which I wish I could have been a little faster, but oh well.
You can't really process, man, you know?
Yeah. Bairama was holding me back.
A lot of people are saying that Finn from the Lego movie is just me.
Yes.
And I can kind of see it with the curly hair. But his hair is slightly more curly than mine. But I can see what you mean. He's also a little bit younger than me, but I know what you guys are talking about. I've actually my mom told me that after I saw them.
Thatch is literally 3 years old.
I'm 3 years old right now.
He's a little
I'm part of a
baby
experimental human growth genome.
Wait, my gnome?
I was created in a lab. It's pretty crazy.
Guillaume? Anyhow, it is crazy. It's I went from working on a series that I just didn't really like to a series that I really like working on through and through. And it's your guys' words and my friends' words and all this stuff that really helped me, realize how much I like working on this series and all that. It means the world to me to see that people actually like something that I make. It's really nice. And it's not the best, obviously. There's no stop motion or whatever. It's not the best. Like, the shots can get kind of boring sometimes. I need to work a little harder with this kind of stuff, but Aura, why'd you do that? That was so inappropriately timed. Come on, man. You sent me a Skype message. Oh, anyways, I want to thank everybody for joining me on this massive ride that was RENZO Season 1. It was only 12 episodes plus a bunch of shorts, but it still means the world that people actually watched it and stuff. It's been a long road. It's been an interesting journey. It started pretty basic, but it got pretty crazy towards the end. I still can't believe how long the finale is. It's an hour and 22 minutes. I did not expect that. I didn't go in thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna be an hour and 20 minutes. I had no idea. There was a point in time where I was actually like, oh,
whoa, wait a second. I'm sorry, Renzo, we forgot to talk about Beck.
Let's talk about Beck.
Okay, for real quick, and then we gotta wrap up here, okay?
Right.
Okay. Beck. You want to talk about Beck?
Let's talk about Beck.
You should talk first because you actually invented Beck.
Okay. I was in here. Let's set the stage. Here's story time. All right. I was in the shower. I was writing episode 12. Not in the shower. I was.
Renzo, I'm immediately picturing you naked. Why did you put this image?
Stop!
Why did you do this to me, Renzo?
You ruined it. You ruined. Oh God! You gotta start a new stream.
New stream. Delete this one.
No, but okay. So here's what's going on. I was in the process of writing episode. I was in the process of writing episode 12. I was still working on episode 11, and I was thinking, hey, what if I introduced a random character for the finale who just shows up and dies? That was the whole joke. It's such a simple joke, and it's not even that funny. It's just dumb, and it's very common. But I was like, hey, I'm going to make this character. He's going to be there. And then while I was working on the episode, I needed Thatch's aid because I did not like the original script of the episode. So Thatch Mac jumped in, and he did a thing, and Thatch can talk about the rest.
So Renzo sent me the script to this project, this RENZO something or another, right? And immediately I was disgusted, right? This was clearly some lower level work here. So I threw the whole thing in I'm kidding. I read the script and I really liked it. Renzo did a really good job with it. I laughed a lot while reading the script, which is really funny. And then I also laughed while watching the movie. So I really enjoyed just the script by itself. But Renzo talked to me, and obviously, with Camilio, nobody knows their soft mock better than the person who made them, Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, I should probably add some stuff with Camilio, and I loved Beck, and then Beck died. I read this and I'm like, man, Beck is really cool, because Beck, you said Beck just was gonna die, right? Right. He was barely in it, and then he dies. He had like a few lines, and he died. And I was like, man, this Beck guy was really fun. He's got a lot of potential. I really liked him. So I was like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give Beck some more development, right? We're gonna have Camilio and him have a little friendship, because that will give Camilio something to do in the episode, and that will also allow Beck to get a little bit of development with the whole thing where he's like lonely and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I threw that, and I really liked that. Then I was like, all right, and then I'll make it really fun and emotional and funny when Beck dies, and Camilio can get all sad and stuff like that, right? And I thought that was good. And I added a few scenes with Beck, and I enjoyed that a lot, and it was really cool. And I tried to enhance Beck's speech impediment thing that he has. And then all of a sudden, Renzo's like, well, this Beck and Camilio thing's pretty cool. I really like Beck now, so I'm just going to bring him back to life.
Yep.
So that's you now. This is my transitioning back into you.
That was, I was just like, okay, he's alive again. Because whatever. I didn't feel right just killing off a character permanently. Because, I like to think about their lives, what they live in the future. And I was like, hey, Beck's pretty funny, and Beck's cute. So let's just give him like a bigger role. Let's have him come back to life. Because he's a weird alien man. Anything's possible, and he's established to have these like weird like realm shattering powers that he can just like teleport or whatever whenever the heck he wants. Like he just vanishes out of thin air. It's not like Camilio's teleporting. He just like vanishes every single time he does it. And it was fun. It was fun to bring him back. It was fun to have him be a character. But yeah, I'm glad people seem to really like Beck. And I assume that's because he's a main character, or that he was like a big play in the episode, not just a brief like minor character. So it's interesting. It's really, I did not expect people to like him as much as.
I was just really happy that everyone else really liked him like I did. I thought I was crazy. I thought I was like,
It was weird. I was totally not expecting such a big like reaction to him.
The Beck fandom.
The Beck fans, but yeah, that was an interesting side note. That was really crazy. Obviously, I made a movie, and I didn't even mean to make a movie. Like it was not supposed to be that long. And real quick, I just want to thank you. I've said this like 100 times already, but I want to thank everybody for watching the series. I want to thank everybody for putting in criticism, praise, whatever you guys put in the chat or the comments. I really appreciate. I appreciate all the people who enjoy things that I enjoy, and I like people who. I wish there was a little bit more criticism that isn't just like, oh, it's not stop motion. Because there are things to critique about it. There's problems, and there's things I need to fix. But it means the world to me that you guys would even watch through, like, oh god, this must be like a day's worth of content in general. And it was, it's crazy. There's a lot there, and there was so much. I had so much fun working on the series, and even the painful times, even putting together episode 12, which took so long, I still had a lot of fun filming a lot of the scenes. All the post-credit scenes were so much fun to film. All the jokes are really weird and dumb, and they're usually improvised, but it just adds to the fun I have while working on the series. So obviously, I want to thank everybody who did, I want to thank Pori for giving me a I want to thank my mom. I want to thank Mama.
Wait, never mind.
I obviously want to thank you guys who are on the stream. You two, you were a big factor in Renzo Season 1. So thank you so much for helping me with that. And thank you so much for being on the stream in general. You two were like the ones I needed to be on the stream. So
you should really thank me. I was dead silent this whole time. So,
That's okay. That's perfectly fine.
Obviously,
Okoto, he puts the bigger clip together. So he's an editor. So good job for him. He helps out a lot.
Yeah, let's just give the very talented, wonderful, very nice talk Cameron Okoto round of applause. Great guy. And I know he just loves being called out for how good he is all the time, and it doesn't make him feel bad at all. So woohoo to Okoto. Congratulations for being so awesome.
Oh, thank you.
All right then. And thank you, Thatch, for writing tons of
what get me over here for frick.
What?
Thatch is never mind. Thatch friggin' I don't know. Thank you, Thatch. Thank you, Renzo, everyone.
And we'll be doing this again another time. But I am. It was very fun. Thank you all so much for watching. RENZO season 1's done. You guys can look forward to, or yes, you guys can get so excited for whatever. Next thing next story project I'm working on is Defenders, and then straight to RENZO season 2. So it's a little bit of a divergence, but Defenders is pretty much just RENZO.
Yeah, what RENZO just confirmed is that since all the Netflix series are now canceled, Disney has hired him to work on Defenders.
That's right. I am working on Marvel's Defenders.
Solely
coming
RENZO.
out.
He doesn't even have actors. He's going to be playing everybody in it.
I'll be Jessica Jones and Mike Coltier. What's his name?
Doug Castle.
I'll be Doug Castle.
That
Grace
old lady
Valentine.
from Iron Fist. You're going to be her.
I'll be Valentina. Nonetheless, Defenders of the Big Space is coming out next. It's going to be interesting. I still need to work on the script. I'm actually getting more ideas, and I'm building all the characters, and that's been really fun. But then it's RENZO season 2. So, and I hope you guys are looking for that. And I will say, just a little teaser, you guys can expect some more locations and stuff. A little bit of a new change of pace when season 2 eventually hits. So, yeah, not going to say much else, but thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching RENZO season 2. Thank you for watching the live stream. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thatch, say something epic.